Wow, that looks really, really weird. Like the camera. But hey guys, welcome back to the JTO channel. This is the first time ever that I'm recording on a laptop. For the past like year and a half, I've been recording on my phone and stuff, and I just wanted to change it up a bit, switch up a bit, see how this looks from a quality standpoint, just from a different point of view. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I don't know, I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, this is interesting. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm just messing about too much. But yeah, this is obviously the match preview of the big game this Saturday, Manchester United versus Chelsea. It's a big, big game. It's going to be a tough game. I understand that, Ten Hag is a very good manager. I rate him very, very highly. He was a manager that I would have thought originally would have gone to like a Manchester City to be like a future Pep replacement. I always thought, yeah, him and Pep sort of have similar philosophies, obviously different ideas. But yeah, he's a good manager. That performance against Spurs was their best in, I'd say, over a year. They were absolutely brilliant in that game. Obviously, I couldn't watch the whole game because I was focused on Brentford Chelsea, but I saw the second half. They absolutely battered them, just battered them, just dealt with them properly. Yeah, so Spurs in the mud, which is always nice to see, but they'll probably bounce back, let's be honest. But in terms of this game, when you look at Manchester United, they've been a bit of a up and down team this season. I look at it from the point of they didn't have a great start to the season. They obviously lost 2-1 to Brighton. They lost 4-0 to Brentford, but then they went and beat Liverpool. They went and beat, I think, Southampton as well. I think they beat another team before facing Arsenal, in which they beat them as well 3-1. And then, they lose 6-3 to Manchester City and they draw 0-0 to Newcastle. Couple wins in between with the Europa League. They lost 1-0 to Sociedad. But it's clearly a process. He's a new manager. Not all the players that he has at his disposal are probably going to be there in like 2 years' time, if you understand what I'm saying. And it's sort of the same with Potter. I feel like both teams are in a process, despite the money that we've both spent over the past 5 years, 10 years. Um, in terms of this game, I think it's a good way to see where both teams are. In terms of what can Eric Ten Hag do away from home against the Big Six. At home against the Big Six, he's done very, very well. Like I said, beating Arsenal, beating Liverpool, beating Spurs, but away from home against the Big Six so far, they've only faced Man City. They got battered. They got absolutely battered. And look, I laughed at them for that, but when I actually think about it, it's Manchester City. Like anyone can concede six to Manchester City. Do you get what I'm saying? And considering they were up for the Manchester derby, so that's that. So it'll be interesting to see what game plan they come with at Chelsea. My guess is they're gonna be wanting to come here and when they can control the play, maybe have a bit of possession. But I think their main goal, their main priority will be counter attack, using Rashford in behind, using Anthony in behind with his left foot. Sancho's gonna play. Cristiano Ronaldo is not going to be part of the squad at all after his little tantrum the other day by walking down the tunnel because he's pissed off at the fact that Man United put in their best performance of the season. It was without him, so he refused to come on because he was that embarrassed. The guy's embarrassing. Let me not even like delve deep into Ronaldo, but just quickly, he's embarrassing. And reasons like this is why I didn't want him at Chelsea, and people still want him here. It's like no, stay away from my football club because I've seen the way his fanboys are even moving as well, trying to support that. Are you mad? No. Just no. But yeah, that's that. It looks like they're going to be without him. Ericsson's back as well. Casemiro's been bossing the midfield. Lissandro Martinez, Varane have been doing well at the back for the most part this season. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game. They're a good team, man. Um, it looks like they're really getting into Ten Hag ball. They're really implementing his style so far. And yeah, it's going to be a tough game. When it comes to us, obviously, we rested players over midweek, the likes of Aubameyang, the likes of Sterling. Um, I would have said Kova, but Gallagher went off, so Kova had to play the majority of that game. But Thiago Silva got rested as well. So in this game, I think we are going to play a strong team. I think this is Graham Potter's first big, big test against Big Six opposition. And it's going to be interesting how he sets up, what the game plan is. Tactically, how does he stop this Man United team from going on the counter attack? How does he stop Rashford? How does he stop Sancho? How does he stop Anthony? I think one thing with the likes of Anthony is we got to stop him from cutting in on the left foot. If he cuts in on that left foot, boy, long day because he's got a sweet left foot, bro. Like that left foot's dangerous, bro. So for me, whoever the left back is or left wing back, whether it's Cucurella or Chilwell, they cannot let someone like Anthony cut in on that side. So yeah, midfield battle is going to be important depending on who they play. I think we'll have a very good chance of winning the game and controlling the midfield if they play someone like Casemiro, Fred, and Bruno, because I don't particularly rate Fred and Bruno. But if they play someone like Ericsson instead of Fred, for example, then you're looking at a way tougher midfield battle. I can't lie to you guys. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what Potter does. Obviously, he done his press conference recently. You can go check that out. He said some interesting points. But let's get into the lineup, man. And what I'm gonna give you two different lineups, guys. I'm gonna give you one that I think we should play, but then I'm also gonna give you one that I genuinely think Potter's gonna play. Now, if Potter does play the formation I think he does and the team I think he does, then I'm not gonna complain. Like it's one of those ones where he's the manager, I am not. I'm here to give my opinion, my perspective on things, and how I think we could genuinely beat Manchester United. And tomorrow, I'd like us to go for it. I really would like us to go for it. I'm not gonna lie. In terms of, I'll firstly go with what I think Potter's gonna do. I think Potter's gonna play three at the back. He's probably most likely gonna be a 3-4-3. Now, in goal, it's going to be Kepa probably. He's been in good form. He's been doing his thing. He's in the form of his life. And when I think about it, I kind of understand why he's in the form of his life. One, because he does need it. And two, the World Cup's around the corner. And as of right now, he doesn't look likely to go alongside his compatriot, David De Gea. It doesn't look like either will go. Hence why all of a sudden both of them have just, since the season started, have gotten better. Especially De Gea, because he's been playing since the beginning of the season, and since that 4-0 loss to Brentford where he was shocking in goal, it feels like he's gotten better all of a sudden in terms of his ball playing ability, and then Kepa's getting better all of a sudden. So these guys want their World Cup spot because I think Spain have already had this. I think Spain already have their eyes set on three keepers that they're gonna pick. So let's see if Kepa and De Gea cause trouble. But yeah, Kepa in goal. When you look at the back three, I think he's going to play Chalobah, Thiago Silva, and Koulibaly. It's the only back three he can play. It's the best back three he can play, in my humble opinion. None of this winger nonsense at wing back. He's been trying Sterling there the last couple games and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be doing that in this game. So yeah, like I said, back three, Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, Chalobah. When Chalobah starts in the Premier League, we don't lose. We just haven't lost. Koulibaly, hopefully he steps up. It's a big game. I expect him to do really, really well. Really, really well. In the big games this season, he's done well, from Spurs at home to AC Milan home and away as well. So in the big game so far this season, Koulibaly's been doing his thing. So hopefully he does it again. He needs to step up, obviously. Thiago Silva, obvious. Trevor Chalobah, he's been in good form. Right wing back Azpilicueta, I am worried about that. I'll be honest. I am kind of worried about that. Because they've got Sancho, I think, who will probably play down that side, who doesn't have a lot of pace, but his close control, his dribbling ability is pretty good as well. I know he hasn't been on it this season, or pretty much since he went to Man United, but in a game like tomorrow, I think you look at Azpilicueta and think I can get something out of this. I can rip him apart. Hopefully, Azpi's on his A game, and uses his experience to show Sancho who's boss. So yeah, we'll see what happens in terms of that side. Left wing back, it'll be Ben Chilwell. Personally, I would have liked Cucurella instead, but I think he's going to play Ben Chilwell. He didn't play at all against Brentford, wasn't even in the squad, didn't even make the bench. He's going to play tomorrow. He's going to crash that box. We're going to look to probably expose Dallo maybe in behind mainly. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, at least from an attacking standpoint, Chilwell does well. From a build-up standpoint, I hope he does well. I'm not quite sure how he's going to do from a build-up standpoint in terms of possession, controlling the game, being in our own half, Man United pressing us high at the beginning of the game. I hope Chilwell can handle that and make the right decisions on the ball, because someone like Cucurella, I trust him on the ball, even though his form's been iffy lately. So then when you look now to the midfield, this one's a tough one. But I think considering they have Casemiro, considering I think Ten Hag's going to play Ericsson tomorrow, and then Bruno, I genuinely think he's going to go with a pivot or slash midfield three of Ruben, Kovacic, and Mason. Now, Mason's role will be interesting. He'll join the front three at times, but then at times he's probably going to join the midfield three, depending on what Graham Potter wants. So I think that would be interesting. But when I look at it from uh, the midfield perspective, just of Ruben, I don't think he's going to play Jorginho tomorrow because something tells me that Man United just have better quality on the ball. Man United on the counter attack are one of the best teams in the country. Period. They've been one of the best on the counter attack for years, even under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. These men on the counter attack were ruthless. They were ridiculous. And considering last season we played Jorginho and on the counter attack he made a mistake that led to a goal, I don't want to just pin that all on him and say it's his fault and say for that reason he can't play in this game. But considering the physicality that this game's going to bring, considering the pace that this game could potentially bring from a counter-attacking standpoint on Man United's side, I think someone like Jorginho could really get exposed. And I'd rather have Ruben's physicality there, his pace, his strength, all of that, fam. His press resistant on the ball because this guy, bro, I think he's one of our best players. Him, Mason, and Cover. The reason why those three, I think, have to play because I think in terms of that midfield battle, we need to keep the ball. And those three are the ones I trust the most keeping the ball. In terms of maybe passing the ball, I trust Jorginho the most. But we need to keep the ball. When Man United press us, we need to show our press resistance, in my opinion. And I think Ruben's really good at that. Mason's really good on the half turn, and Cover's one of the best press resistant midfielders in the league alone. So that's that, in my opinion. And then the two that go with Mason Mount in the front three or by themselves as the front two is Aubameyang and Sterling. Sterling needs to step up, in my opinion. He needs to step up ASAP. It's a big game, but apparently he's never scored against Man United, so records are there to be broken. Hopefully he does. I'm not sure if he does, but we'll see, man. He needs to step it up though, because I think someone like Pulisic he's knocking on that door, man. He's knocking on that door to Potter saying, "Yo, you got to play me soon, fam." So we'll see what happens. And Aubameyang up top, hasn't scored a goal in 2 games, but it's okay though. Hopefully we create chances for him tomorrow. And when he gets the chance, hopefully he does bag. I think he will bag tomorrow. I think it's going to be a good one for him. Now, that's the lineup that I think Potter's going to go with. I'm going to quickly just give you the lineup I would go with and why I think we should play this team. Now, I think we should play a 4-3-3. Kepa in goal. The back four, Aspilicueta, Cucurella, Koulibaly, Thiago Silva. The midfield three, probably Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Kovacic, and Mason Mount. And then the front three, Raheem Sterling on the right, Pulisic on the left, Aubameyang up top. Now, the reason why I want to play that team is because why not? I'm not scared of Manchester United. And we shouldn't be. And they shouldn't be scared of us either. But I want us to take the game to these guys. I want us to press them high. I want us to take control. I want us to attack them relentlessly. I want us to be on their necks from the first minute till at least half time, depending on what the scoreline is. I think someone like Pulisic tomorrow, considering his form, considering he's relaxed, considering I'm seeing a player that feels confident, that looks confident, that's playing like he is confident, playing like he's ready to absolutely tear up this league again, like he did a few seasons back. Play him tomorrow. Let's see what he can do against Dalot. Get Dalot an early yellow card so that we can absolutely terrorize that left-hand side with Cucurella, with Mason Mount, with Pulisic, all three of them combining. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, I want us to be brave tomorrow. I want us to have courage. I want us to get onto these, man. I just want us to absolutely destroy them. Like, we're not Manchester City, don't get it twisted, but I saw the way Man City played against them. Not just from a quality standpoint, because we don't have the quality they do, but I'm looking from an intensity standpoint. Just from that, Man United couldn't handle the intensity Man City brought. And this team is capable of bringing that intensity to this Manchester United team. And if we can do that with this system, match them. Match them 4-3-3 or /4-2-3-1, whatever you want to call it. Match them. Why not? But we're probably not going to. I can't lie. And plus, I do want to see more attacking players on the pitch. I'm not going to lie. You know, the potential to see Mason Mount, Pulisic, Aubameyang, and Sterling terrorizing that defense, going at them. Because they are gettable. As much as that back four's done well, Dalot, Varane, Martinez, and Malacia, until recently it's Luke Shaw now who's taking his spot back. We can get at those two. Dalot can be suspect. He's been good this season, really good. I think he's been one of the best right backs in the league so far this season. But we can get at him. Luke Shaw, up will crumble. Yeah, this guy can't bomb up and down. This guy, man like James Corden and that. Like, come on, we can get this guy, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? When it gets tough, when the tough gets going, Varane bottles it. We can get these man, bro. I believe in us. We can do it, fam. So yeah, that's why I'd go with a 4-3-3. Why not? Be brave. Attack them. Have more attacking players on the pitch. Press them high. Show the intensity. Dominate the game. End it. Now, as much as saying all that, if I was to go with a score prediction, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Unfortunately, I do think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I think it has a draw written all over it. Regardless of what system we play, regardless of whether he goes with what I want, which is a 4-3-3, I think if we go with that, I think we may actually win the game, like 3-1 or something like that. But he's going to go through at the back, 3-4-3. I'm not going to blame him for it. Tactically, it probably makes more sense, considering Man United on the counter-attack are dangerous, so we do have to consider that. But I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. I think both teams are going to cancel each other out. I think it's one of those ones where I think for their team, other than Anthony, can you really trust any of their players in front of goal? I don't think so. And in terms of our team, except for Aubameyang, can I really trust any of our players to score? No. So for that reason, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think both teams are going to cancel each other out. And I think at one point, both teams are going to accept it probably will be a draw, in my opinion. So yeah, unfortunately, that is the case. And another thing that probably makes me say 1-1 as well is because let's just say we haven't beaten Man United in the league since 2017 when Morata scored in a 1-0 win. 5 years, guys. Like, records matter, but they're there to be broken as well. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a good game, I think. I think it could be entertaining. I think it's going to be an entertaining draw, score draw. And yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. The lineup you play, the score prediction, everything I've just said, who's the threat, who you scared of in that Man United team. And yeah, just give me your thoughts down below in the comment section. Um, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Turn on those post notifications, follow my social media down below, and share the content around people. I'm 8 away from 100 subscribers, so please share the content around people. We're going to be consistent, we're on the grind, we're on the hype, and hopefully we defeat these pussies tomorrow. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the match review and maybe the player ratings video, but we'll see. Anyway, take care, guys. Hopefully we win tomorrow. Peace.